Have you ever had this feeling of being left out? Say, for example, there is an important meeting in office and you are not called. Or, say, for example, an important family function which you are not invited to. Or, even for that matter, a friend's reunion where you are not even given a call. In fact, you must have had such experiences. We all do experience such things. Could you tell me how did you feel about it? Well, I will not be surprised if your answers were you felt bad, you felt sad, you felt discriminated against, you felt let down, you felt lonely. Well, these are some of the very simplest forms of exclusion or discrimination. There are so many other important and serious matters where people really have these same feelings that you just thought in your mind. Of course, today's video is about diversity, inclusiveness, and anti-discrimination. So when I talk about these words, in the same breath, you will not be surprised to hear that these words will always come up one after the other in all the speeches of all those people who are into this kind of subject of diversity, inclusiveness, anti-discrimination, or for that matter, biased and inclusiveness. Tolerance, one more word which I didn't mention in the same breath but I did in this particular speech. Let's talk about tolerance. So, what is tolerance? Before we start talking about tolerance, let me ask you one question. Why do I even ask somebody to tolerate me? Or why will I expect someone else to feel that I will tolerate that person? So I am in my comfort zone thinking that, well, whoever I am, whatever thought processes I have, whatever my culture is, whatever my educational background is, my job title is, it doesn't matter. I feel in comfort zone, and I'm in a position to feel like I'm tolerating somebody. No, people do not want to be tolerated. That in fact is quite insulting. People want to be celebrated. But do we always have that mindset? Can you not recall one incident in your life where you felt that you did not want to tolerate somebody? It must have happened. We must have all done something like this. And it is not only for people, it could be animals, it could be plants. I have seen people who absolutely hate plants, who hate animals, pets, they don't like them. I think that is one more example of not tolerating somebody or something. Forget about people. Like I said, there are so many serious matters which needs to be focused on, and these what I am talking right now are very simple ones. Then we talk about inclusiveness. Like I said, have you ever had this chance to exclude somebody from something? And if, say for example, if I put you in a situation where you had an opportunity to exclude a few kinds of people, you will definitely exclude those you do not like, or those who do not think like you, or those who do not look like you, or those who do not dress up like you, or share the same tastes like you, or the educational background just like you, or say for that example, do not have the similar looks or similar amount of bank balance like you do, or income levels that you do. This is quite common. We discriminate in terms of income levels, educational background, height, weight, physical abilities, disabilities, old and young, abled and disabled, tall and short, dark and white, rich or poor. So many kinds of discriminations we have, and when we do not include people in our society or in our lives. The kind of friend circle we choose, all similar. The kind of people we work together in a company, all similar. The kind of people who invite each other to those family functions, all similar. God forbids somebody has a bad time, doesn't have a lot of money, you will always notice that person is left out. God forbids a widow who's lost her husband recently. Ask them, they'll always say that they have been discriminated against. the properties are not equally divided amongst them. God forbids a man or a boy who lost both their parents. You will know what discrimination is, what exclusiveness is, not inclusiveness, what tolerance is. All these words will go very well with such things. Ask that person who is disabled. Ask the person who is not of the fair skin. Ask that lady who was married at a very young age and not given the opportunity to see this beautiful world and stand on her own feet. You are right, when I talk about these things, I am talking about two kinds of diversities. One in terms of primary, other is secondary. Primary are those which we are born with. Say for example, our gender, our age, our physical ability, our skin color, sexual orientation. You are talking about gays and straights and lesbians and homosexuals. You are talking about same-sex marriages. These words do hurt your ear, isn't it? Everything has to be perfect, then nobody has a problem. If not, people don't like it. That's what the world is all about. And secondary, what I told you previously was primary diversity, and secondary diversity is like income level, educational background, number of years of experience at work, job role, single or married or divorced. All this does play an important role when we talk about inclusiveness, diversity, anti-discrimination, tolerance. So all these are very important. When we talk about disability especially, we have two types. One is visible, one is invisible. Somebody who is disabled and we can see the person is disabled, that is visible disability. And there are people who have disabilities but they look like you and me and want similar things like you and me. We cannot see those disabilities, so that is invisible disabilities. So there are so many forms of discriminations that exist, and in this video I wanted to highlight the need for tolerance, although tolerance should be not the word to be used, celebrated diversity, different color, religion, caste, creed, age, height, weight, gay, straight, married, unmarried, divorced, single mother, single father, orphan, tall or short, rich or poor, highly educated, not so educated, blue collar job versus weekly payoffs, studying in a very good college doing engineering versus studying some art subject in a renowned institute, somebody who's visited America, somebody who is not, somebody who is white, somebody who is black, somebody who is good looking, somebody for that matter not so good looking. All these are forms of discrimination, and we must try and remove this, especially in our minds and in our societies, especially at corporate houses, at workplaces, especially in our families, in our societies, in our friend circles, and try to work hard towards inclusiveness, because everybody expects that, everybody values that, everybody wants that, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, I appreciate that. My name is Sudeep Nag. I am a corporate trainer. My telephone number is 80172055457. Email address nagsudeep08@gmail.com. Wonderful presenting such topics. I hope you're liking them. Do share them. Do give me a ring. Do write to me. Wait patiently for my next few videos as informative and interesting as this. Once again, thanking all of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead.